Hi, it's Adrian Bo here, and today I'm on Brook Street in Coogee, outside number 88, to tell you the story of this fascinating property and its original owner, who built a fantastic local business. Smithfield Grange, as this building was named, was built in 1883 by John Starkey. It was built on land that was originally granted to Dennis Kearney in 1856 as allotment 4 of section 25 of the town of Coogee, as it was known back then. It was so named due to the fact that John Starkey was born in an area of central London called Smithfield, which is famous for Smithfield markets, the only market to still be operating since medieval times, as well as being London's original execution site for religious and non-conformists and also political rebels. We also have a Smithfield Street just behind us here around the corner, which backs onto the park. By the time Starkey built the property, he was 63 years of age and had established a very successful soft drinks and cordial business. The business was known as Starkey's and had originally been in partnership with his brother William for about 20 years. And then John took full control until his son inherited it. The original factory was built on Elizabeth Street, then it moved to Castlereagh Street, then a merger with another soft drink manufacturer, which was called Bardon Brothers, took them to a new premises on nearby Phillip Street. Now, ginger beer was the main product, but the range grew to include lemonade, soda water, ginger wine, gingerade, bitters, cordials and syrups. By the mid-1870s, the business was producing 4,200 dozen bottles each week. Starkey's used very distinctive bottles for the products, which are now collector's items. The brand was the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere at the time, and in fact survived until 1951, when it became part of a brand you may recall, which was Shelley's, and which along with Kirk's was taken over by Coca-Cola Amatil. Now, John Starkey served on the Randwick Council from 1887 to 1895, and one would assume this influence led to the road opposite this property, as I mentioned earlier, being named Smithfield Avenue. In fact, Bardon Park at the end of Smithfield Avenue was also once known as Smithfield Park. In the 1940s, the property, which is set on 1,100 square metres behind me, was turned into 12 individual units. Smithfield Grange sold for $6.3 million in October 2019. At the time, the 12 individual units were grossing $307,000 in income per annum. It had previously sold for only $705,000 back in 1990. That's incredible capital growth. Now, according to an article at the time, the new owners planned to restore the property to a single family freestanding home. Now, according to the records, Brook Street has 458 units, 12 townhouses and 123 houses. 65% of the properties are owner-occupied and 35% are rented. The average owner-occupier has remained here for 11 years and 9 months, and in fact 45% of residents have lived here for over 10 years, which is way above average for the Eastern Suburbs, and an outstanding testament to the location of Brook Street, stretching all the way from Clovelly and through to Coogee. I sold number 7 at 137 Brook Street in Wilston Court, a 2-bedroom unit last year for $1,171,000, as well as a 4-bedroom home at 18 Smithfield Avenue the year before, a 3-bedroom semi-detached at 2 Smithfield Avenue for $2.43 million. Smithfield Grange is a stunning Victorian property, as you can see behind me. As I recall, it was under threat from demolition in 1990, so I'm so delighted that it's been retained and refurbished, as it's very easy on the eye, as you can see, and it brings a unique style here to Coogee. I hope you found the John Starkey story interesting, another local legend that left his mark on Coogee. I am personally committed to deliver authentic and interesting local news and local history every single week to you, to ensure that this cancel culture nonsense does not prevail and that my local community remains both informed and reminded about the fascinating and eclectic history available to all of us. I will continue to invest my personal time by conducting this research so you, my fellow electorate, may be the beneficiaries of such valuable information. Enjoy the winter despite the lockdown, and always remember your home is worth more with Adrian Bo.